So that also we are going to learn which are message, the format of the each message, how this format of the each message, significance of each message, the interview questions of each message, knowledge sharing of each message, each block how it's identified, what are the sender weak, receiver weak, why they are this 113 is there, 108 is there, what is why this UATR is here, then each and every significance of this number floor block, then your trailer. Okay, so we'll see in detail. Then your packs pane empty messages. So this is a basic how the empty message look like this, how the mx message look like this. So that also we are going through. This is a basic slide. Then when we are going to learn for example pack set message, the CBPR has published the user guideline. So I will walk you through the detailed CBPR guideline, how to read this CBPR guideline, how to use these messages for your day-to-day life if you are working on that. For example, what are the rules are there, regulations are there for Swift network. If I say a simple example with you, this only thing has to be used in Swift network, these symbols only has to use when you are sending a messages. Okay, these things. Apart from this, I will walk you through the detailed flow of structure of the message. Any pack 008 message is contain normally 328 field, but how this structure look like, how to read this structure, this is the PDF guideline given by Swift and my standard. Okay guys, one more thing, all of the things which I am going to take as a session or learning for you, it is already published by Swift and my standard. Okay, so there is nothing which is we have to learn outside from that. Everything is there, but it's huge and huge. What here we have to learn, that's very critical, which small thing we have to take from everything and we have to learn. That's consolidation work is tough, and to show what exactly how to do that, that's sort of thing. So this is the Swift guidelines only given by Swift only. So for example, any pack 008 message, any pack 008 message started with business application header first of all, then your from is your sender big here, sender big or in there, and then two is a receiver big here. Okay, that is the first part of the message. Second part of the message start with here FI to FI credit transfer. Okay, inside that what I exactly, the group header is there, then group header, then credit transfer information. But to read this, how to read this, that also I will show you. Okay, for example, if is mentioned one by one means is mandatory field, business message identifier. Okay, and how to read that also, that I'll also guide you how to read that message. I have one some examples of packset message from the Swift itself, I will show you that as well. Then creation date, submission date. Okay, so these things I will walk you through in detailed way. Then if 01 is there, the field is optional, and these guidelines are published time to time by Swift. Then how to see and where exactly how to see these guidelines, that's also important, we will see that also. Okay, apart from this, when you say payment ID, what is payment ID, payment interbank settlement date. Now I will walk you through how exactly that. I will open one message and I will show you that how this is interlink. Okay, for example, settlement information. Go on. Okay, what I will do, I will speak little bit slowly. My form, can you hear me this thing which I am telling now? Everybody is facing the same. Okay, I think somebody is hearing me. Okay, can you take at least, can you four or five people tell me that I am able to hear clearly? Okay, fine. I will go slowly. Okay, I will go slowly now. Okay, okay. See, I I heard so many things. Okay, I will go slowly. So this is the structure of PAC 008 message, which is the CBPR guideline compliance. For example, here, if I want to show you any one example, because there are lots of example. If I open any one field here, for example, interbank settlement date, you have to click on interbank settlement amount here, and when I am here, it is one by one, and we have to map parent and child relationship here. Okay, so one was parent, this is your child, and inside child the format is like that, currency CCY, that is first we have to put, then fraction digit should be 5, minimum digit is 0, and total digit is 14. Okay, this validation you have to put in your pack 008 message for settlement date. And if the currency or the date sorry, the currency amount is fell, what error should be displayed, that is mentioned in Swift guideline itself, that fatal error. So like this we are going to see how this guideline has to read, how the error should be published, and if you're in a developing field, how XSD we have to upload it, and when XSD is uploaded, how to navigate to the error methods. Okay, that's one of the example I just show you. Okay, one more thing. When we are doing these things, there is a mapping part as well, that because everybody knows that we have now structure and unstructured concept is there in ISO 20022. So we are going to move by this November 25 2025. All the unstructured address will be removed and only structure address will be there. So how that structure address look like? For example, I will also guide you that elsewhere. For example, name, if you go to postal address, so this is the structure address, how this look like. Address will be on one floor, department on one floor, sub department one floor, street name, building number. So this is everything on the one, and it is one-to-one map in your MT103. Okay. So how that mapping happen, that also I will show you in some time. Okay. But this is the structural address concept, which is on separate line of each messages of the PAX 008. Okay. So now this is your PAX 008 FCBPR guideline. So this is also we are going to see at least 2 to 3 session on this only, that how this to read it, what are these rules. And like this we have not only PAX 008, we have MT103, MT104, MT101, MT103, then MT202, MT202 curve, and MT900 series like PAX 008, PAX 009, PAX 002, PAX 004, and CAMT 52, CAMT 53, 54. So such kind of 6 to 7, 8 PDFs we have to learn how this mapping is happen. Okay, how the structure of the message is there. That's the one thing. So I'm now closing this PPT as well. Okay, now I'm going to see next one is that my personal can say uh, some personal notes I have taken for quick understanding that from the SWIFT guidelines. For example, how mandatory fields are there, optional fields are there in ISO 222. So those are also available. These are more than, I think when I calculate it, more than I have published 400 session till now. But that is from that always I will taken on 50 to 60 say published notes are there, which I going to share with you as well. How to read that, what are those notes, and how it's beneficial for your um, understanding purpose, not only now. So that is there. Okay, apart from this I am closing now. Whatever I am completing, I am closing till now. I think I 4 to 5 I have closed. Okay, then one more important is there. This is the Swift guidelines, how to now navigate to Swift guidelines. This is a swift.com knowledge repository. Everyone don't have access of this, but there is a no big challenge to get the access of this. Very easy to get access of this. After getting access of this, how to read this part, what is Swift compliance, and how to navigate to each and every part, standard guidelines release, what are the reference data, security. So this also there in Swift language, how to read this, that's a very critical part, and that also I will navigate to each and every tab of this. Okay, from the Swift guidelines. Then we have my standard for ISO 222 organization. My standard means the messages which I just downloaded and showed you, these are somewhere located in the my standard website. So for example, if I come to this um, for example, note payment initiation, for example, payment initiation. So all the structure of the messages related to payment initiation can also be downloaded from here. But how to navigate to this part, that also I will navigate you. For example, cash management, bank to bank cash management. For example, I will take not this one, I will take any payment initiation. For example, if I come here, so there is payment initiation, which are the paid messages. Now payment and clearing messages are here. If I open it here, there, so these are contain the information about the lots of message. If I download it, it will download for me. I have already downloaded. So this having a bunch of messages, and what are the significance of that messages, what exactly the archive payment here. So that will also help us to understand this structure of this messages. Okay, so I will navigate you these things. I will show you how to read this, how to find notes on this, how to get engaged on this ISO 222 message definition system. That one thing. Okay, next page is Swift My Standard Guidelines. When I see My Standard Guidelines, which I just now show you how to read PAX 008 message, such messages more than 100 and I think 1000 messages are here, which we can learn from Swift. So this is a special access required. I will guide you through how to get that access as well. For example, here, if we say here CAMT55, CAMT54, CAMT56, CAMT58, the latest version of this is published by Swift, and how to read this. So this also you can take it access on this. And the different Swift guidelines, CBPR guidelines portal, CBPR transition portal, MX to MX equivalence table of that, mapping of that. There is lots of sample libraries are also how to download it, and CBPR, HUPS alignment. So this also I will walk you through that, how to read these messages and how to get transition of this portal. Okay, this one. Apart from this, whenever, because normally the people or the associate are with me, they are looking for BA kind of functionality role, or they are dev or QA. So I will guide them then how to know this FRSD, RSD look like, what are the content of that, how you can answer in the time of your client discussions, that time what are the takeaways from that. And normally this is not asked by everyone, still I will take the reference of them, that how this BA part is work. So this is the additional advantage of agile and BA parts when I'm taking my session. Apart from this, then there are some Swift guidelines, which is, for example, CBPR plus derived data mapping guidelines for MT to MX. So how MT to MX is mapped. So that kind of, for example, here you say MT101 is mapped to PEN001, and it is mapped it here. So I will navigate and show you that how this mapping happen, and in this mapping, what are the structure of the messages are involved. MT202 cover messages derived. So there are lots of things of this. We'll discuss that. Then there are some separate questions answer which I made for which from my learning, that if this question asks what to answer on this, if question is how to get answer of this one. So this will also I will navigate you through on that part. Okay, so that's the main thing of the thing, how to do that. So that is one thing. Apart from this, which I already discussed now, ISO 222 migration, this is already covered. There are separate messages which I have ISO 222, which is a separate question and answer for if somebody asks on the message standard, how is developed, and there are many questions, around 50 questions are there for ISO 222. I will just walk you through that, and from the answer point of view or the interviews point of view, that kind of question answer we have that session as well separately. Then there are some fields which is, for example, if you are not directly work if you are not work on any ISO 222 migrations or ISO 222 projects, that time many challenges happen in the production if somebody is really using of that. So that things nobody is aware of that thing. So these things are actually written on a Swift guidelines, but this thing normal people don't know. So many clients also prefer that you should have knowledge of that part also. So that time this kind of information, for example, that what is how you map with field 70 and field 72 in from MT103 to packset message, because we don't have this field in packset, we don't have this field. Sorry, in MT103 we don't have ultimate data and ultimate creditor field in packset. So at that time people get confused that okay, we don't have the information how to map that, but the person who really work on that should understand that. So that kind of guidance also I will give, that how to map this field. Just I'm giving examples, there are so many example of this one, how to map this field from your packs to packs message, packs to pane message. Okay, there is some basic concept also I will take care that how is the account wash account. This is my personal notes which I taken, so we'll walk you through this also. I just now explained this also. Syllabus we have covered. Okay, now we'll go to the next things. This also we have covered. This also we covered. Okay, this is a 900-page document given by Swift, which is we have to refer for solving our problems understanding. Okay, so what I normally do is that whatever the field, whatever the, this is called ISO 222 program. So this is a 984 page document which is provided by CBPR for ISO 222. So what we do on this program, that we always normally cover 400 to 350 pages of this, which is important for our to understanding, because this contain huge data. So that I will take you in a very detailed manner. So this is starting from what is the symbol mentioned for pax data, pax creditor, till your GPI tracker, how this look like, till each and every message, how it look like, what is the content of that. So there is table of content. For example, one is introduction, two is application header, payment initiation, packs messages, okay, then cache management tool. So lots of there. And for example, I will just open any one message and I will show you how that look like. For example, pack set message. If I open pack set message here, then what is the structure of the message, what are the each and every field of the message, okay, how that, how how flow go flow to and fro, okay. So that also will go. Then each and every field of the message identification, then your creation date, number of transaction, which we just now saw, right, in detail. So there are lots of things on how this payment go process, that will also look into detailed manner. So this is around 900 page document. So out of that, for example, see here charges are there, who's creditor debit, how the charges happen. This is charges in your ISO 222. These charges are in your 15022 in MT series. So how that calculated, how the resemble between them, what are the fields mapping for them, that also will take you through, walk you through, okay. This is pack set message. Like this we have packs 9, packs 2 cover. See, this is huge. Now for example, this packs 9 core message, how that works, how cover and functionality works. So that also will take it through in a detailed manner. Then there is some data which I created. For example, how mapping is happened between MT103 103, so which also having personal notes we have taken. So that also will walk you through on the on this side. I'm just closing this one also.